Problem number 4. If the statement above is true, which of the following must be true? The statement above says all of K's brothers can swim. What we are going to do here is we are going to convert this statement into an if-then statement or a conditional statement. If a person is K's brother, then that person can swim. Our hypothesis is this phrase, if a person is K's brother, and our conclusion is then that person can swim. What we're going to do is now look at each of these options and check which one fit the pattern of this statement. So this is the hypothesis. If a person is K's brother, then the conclusion is that person can swim. Let's take a look at option letter A. If Fred cannot swim, so this already cannot. So that does not fit our conditional statement. So A is not our answer. Look at letter B. If Dave can swim, so it says Dave can swim, but our hypothesis here is if a person is K's brother, so therefore this does not fit that option. Letter C. If a person is K's brother, it says if a person can swim, so therefore this is not. Next, if Pete is K's brother, so if Pete is K's brother, then he can swim, but it says cannot swim, so therefore it does not fit. If Mark is not K's brother, so this is in terms of the positive, but this one is in terms of the negative. So by just looking at the form, if P, then Q, nothing here fits that format. Now, in logic, the equivalent of the conditional statement P implies Q is the contrapositive not Q implies not P. So how do we write that? Not Q implies not P. That is equivalent to saying if we are going to get the negation of the conclusion, which is our Q here, this is our Q and this is our P. Not Q is if a person, the negation of can swim is cannot swim, then we are going to get the negation of P. So P is the person is K's brother. The negation of that is he is not K's brother. So let's look at the logic. If a person is K's brother, then he can swim. But if that person cannot swim, then he cannot be K's brother because all of K's brother can swim. So let's follow now this pattern and see which among these options will fit this contrapositive. So the form is not Q implies not P. So this one. If Fred cannot swim, so if a person cannot swim, so Fred is that person, then he is not K's brother, which fit perfectly, which is now the contrapositive of this conditional statement. So our answer therefore is letter A.